Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we're working on this two-color pattern. This is pattern number 2320 over on friendshipbracelets.net, and it has a slightly unusual thing about it that kind of strikes me as being sort of interesting and different at the same time, and that is it cycles through 6 colors one after the other, like, you know. So in this case, it's green and yellow. So it's green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow. But then if you look on the left-hand side, there's 2 yellows next to each other. And then when you go through being yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green, then there'll be 2 greens that come up together. And it's just a little nuancy thing to make this kind of different from how I would have normally have approached a bracelet of this design. I'm not sure it makes that huge of a deal in the overall, except for the fact that there's these boxes sort of running down the middle, like a diamond or square that's turned, and they keep alternating between starting with green or starting with yellow, and that has everything to do with that little nuancy mix thing that I was talking about. And so it's sort of interesting. It's sort of different. I did the whole bracelet in just less than an hour. And when I mean just less, it was like within only a couple minutes. So it was not super difficult. It went quickly. I did throughout the bracelet, at least the first half, keep double checking with the pattern to make sure that I was in fact doing it right, because it kept feeling like there was the potential of going a row too long and having messed up, or just doing something not quite right. But by the time I got about halfway through, I kind of got the gist of how this works, and was able to kind of zoom out on the pattern, kind of get an idea of where it was supposed to end, and kind of ran with it. It's not bad. It's sort of, the pattern itself sort of reminds me of like a football, soccer if you're in America, with the way that the stripes kind of come from different sides. It does a little bit kind of remind me of that, so that's kind of neat. I don't know. I'm looking at it. I got it in my hand. It's interesting. I just keep coming back to that. It's not particularly fancy. It's certainly not difficult. I suppose a beginner could do it. I'm not sure. It's all just left knots or right knots. So in that sense, a beginner could do it. Is a beginner going to feel comfortable trying to keep track of these rows and doing it like this? I don't know. It doesn't feel very beginner friendly. It feels like it's a real test of somebody who just wants to do the 2 different knots. It will definitely take a little bit of practice before you got it to where the sides don't do a kind of a wavy line to it, because of the way that it's a solid box and then the 2 sides sort of come in the way they do. So I still want to say it's intermediate. Sure, you could make it, you could prove me wrong, go for it. That would be totally awesome. Love to see it happen. But yeah, it takes a little effort. I don't know where the middle is, so I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of the way. I want to thank my YouTube members who make all of this possible. I really would have given up on the channel probably ages ago if it wasn't for the fact that I would be letting these people down. So thank you guys so much for your encouragement. And yeah, I'm absolutely grateful for being able to teach people how to do this kind of stuff, how to come up with patterns, how to read them, how to, if you didn't notice, like So when I go to the web page and pull up a pattern like this, I just pull out the image of it and then I work it according to that image, which would be the same as if somebody had posted a picture of a bracelet online. And that's what I want to be able to teach you guys to do, is to be able to just look at the pattern, create it, get it balanced and centered, and do whatever you want to with it. If there's an element that you like and you want to run with it, then you have that ability to make those patterns. And that's, at the end of the day, that's all I really want from you guys, is to see you guys learn and flourish in the way that I have. Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to the idea that, you know, you can take the templates and make whatever you want. And yeah, I would really love that, you know, people get that ability and learn how to do that themselves. So I think it's a pretty bracelet. I'll give it that much. I do think it is a very pretty bracelet. It does sort of also remind me of that optical illusion where you get like the three things sticking out, and then at one side and then the other side it looks like it's only two. It does kind of interlock with these pieces that are sort of three. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys. It kind of uses the string evenly. There were a couple that were a little bit shorter than the others, but like overall, pretty even. I told you it took an hour. This is really sped up. Like, I sped it up more because it kind of felt like there was not going to be as much to talk about, but I didn't realize I was going to sputter out this far in. I have no idea. Like, okay, so if that's this one, I think we're getting near the end, because there's a yellow, with the yellow at the top. There's there. It can't be that version because I'd be way far away in it. So yeah, we're getting near the end here. If you try this out and you want to share what you got from it, I would love to see that. You can share that over on Discord. That'd be fun. You know what else would be really fun? It'd be fun to see this thing as a double wide or more. Like, do the sides continue outwards on the sides, or do you make it where they have like chevrons where the ones on the sides join? Like, there's some real ability to get artistic with this if you played around with it. So if you want to see that, let me know. Meanwhile, the big reveal is coming up. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.